Well, Fred, underneath this ground, there's an aquifer. It's an underground sponge, if you please. And every time you draw some water for a bath or drink or shower, you give that sponge a little squeeze. And anything around that's been soaking in the ground moves a little bit closer to your well. And then before you know it, it might not even show it, but it comes out of your faucet. Then you yell, "Excuse me, sir."
Excuse me, sir.
That's my aquifer.
That's my aquifer.
What are you pouring on the ground?